section of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd down run by Corum. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. From the gun, it's May. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To the air yet again, May. Cut by Jennings. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 16. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Man in motion here. May now on 3rd down. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Carney's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. We'll have him gain about a handful there. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Willis. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And that's going to be batted away. Incomplete, so pretty home way to wrap up our 1st quarter. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Willis looking to throw. On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Corum. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's off again. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They give to Corum on the draw. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. May. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Willis. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams take the lead on that successful kick. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Miles Murphy. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Texans need some big yards in a hurry. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Give up the middle to Corum. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and just 2 to go. To throw, here's May. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Man in motion out of the slot. They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Cora. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throw on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt reaches 50 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Willis to throw it. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Here's Willis to the air. Throwing for the end zone. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. to throw. Here's Willis. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he crosses midfield before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back now, pressure on its way. He lofts it deep left. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams grow their lead to 8. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Corum, running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On play action, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Now May on 3rd and long. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And the Rams will take possession. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Willis now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
I I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing is Willis. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They send a man in motion. A give to Corum. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
May now on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff now to the receiver. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
1st and 10 from the 41. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They're going play action. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Rams lead by 15 now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. May now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
This, our last play of the quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. Finds his man, Corum. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Going play action, May. Stays in the pocket. Brought in right side. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On the handoff, it's Corum. Space to the left. Will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Texans facing a big play as they go for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Willis. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Willis to throw it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Texans have some new life in the 4th. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that,
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
you're going to go play action, Kate, you've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
They run, it's Corum. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They go play action here. He puts some power on a deep one, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away.
And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. They'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now Corum. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Here's Corum. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. May. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throw for May. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they